Hey everyone, John Henry here from School of Trade, and today we're going to be taking a look at a long trade here on gold. Now, basically, we're looking at a drop down, and at these lows, had a lot of consolidation. We attempted to fake break the highs, attempted to fake break the lows, and now we're shooting right back up to the upside. Now, the risk on this one is relatively large, so unfortunately we can only really go in with two contracts safely. But looking at the first target up here at 1223.2, and then looking at the final target up here at 1226.6. If it can get up there. So really the first goal of this move higher here is to hit this 50%. And normally that's where we'd be taking some profit off of, but again, we really only have two contracts to work with, so we can't really hop in very much more than that. So when we get to 50%, that's where we have to really be cautious. So when we hit that 50% level at 21.5, I'll be looking to lock my stop in a little bit closer, maybe somewhere about the halfway point, 18.1, somewhere in there, and looking for a continued move higher. You could also go to break even. The nice thing about where we're entering here is we're entering below these kind of double tops here. So we do have a little bit of that buffer where if price does come back, it can tap that and possibly hold you in before, getting stopped out at break even, but I think break even might be a little bit risky. Essentially, looking on gold, we had this nice rise higher. I'm sure you could draw a channel up somewhere through here, something like that. They broke out of that channel and they came up and double topped up here, and that double top came down and then just immediately tanked right back down. Now we're actually seeing the exact same thing on the other side. We have an exact to the tick test double bottom setting up now, which we're bouncing up off of. Now you could have entered long just above that candle there. I think it was aggressive. That wasn't a very bullish candle. You can see how much wick was on the top there. So that wasn't really the best entry in my opinion. We came back up to the high. The sellers tried to take it back down again, and they immediately failed, completely reversed back up by the buyers. That's the good entry. That's the one that we're hopping in on. So we're long at 1219.6, and that's kind of what I'm looking for now. So we just hit that 50% level, so now this is where we're going to get a little bit aggressive. So I'll move my stop down here at 1218 just to reduce some of the risk, and we can look for a continued move up to hit our target at 23.2, and then potentially, if it really wants to go rip-roaring like we saw back here, all the way up to 1226.6. So we'll be back in a little bit, and we'll see if we can start hitting some of these targets. All right, we're back. We're getting a lot of volume coming in here. Big buy orders just slapping the market right now. And we're having a little bit of hesitation here. So because of those big orders coming in without the lack of follow-through, I'm going to move my stop to break even to be a little bit safe. We'll go to break even +1 just to lock out the commission. But, okay, so now we are seeing a little bit of follow-through. If that follow-through continues, then we should be able to fill that target up at 1-to-1, 1223.2. Now, if we can't get that target filled from our entry, we're looking at that first target coming off at 36, and if we can get that second target all the way up here filled, that'll be 70. So we'll be sitting on a really nice position, 106 ticks to the upside. But again, just being a little bit cautious here because we already had to go in half size anyway, and now we're seeing big orders coming in and no follow through. Moving my stop to break even just to be safe here, and actually, well, we're seeing the follow through now. So we got that first target off. Let's get the stop down to one contract, and now we're just waiting for a little bit more continuation to the upside. This is a really aggressive move out of this. And it's kind of like what we saw a couple days ago. It's very common to see these big bursty moves out of nowhere, and that shows you how strong and how many people got trapped into a move. This red candle right here would have triggered in apparently a lot of sellers coming in there, thinking that we were going to continue back to the downside, and they're just getting brutalized right now back up. So, holy cow. Okay, well, we just got that big pop up to the 200% there. I got filled a little bit better at 26.8, but wow, what a slam higher. There must have been just a huge number of stops above these swing highs to pop that high. From that swing high back there up to where it went up to, that's a 16-tick move, and that... Geez, that happened all in 1 second. So that was a lot of buyers either stepping in or a lot of sellers getting out. One of the two, but big push higher into that 200%. So that locks in the trade. I wasn't expecting it to all go down within 10 minutes here, but beautiful trade to the upside. We got 70 and 36. It gives us 106 ticks on the trade. Beautiful move to the upside. With that kind of candle to the upside, though, with that big of a wick, that really makes me nervous for follow-through right now. It wouldn't be a surprise to see this kind of come down a little bit, maybe meander around down here and then go up. But right now, looking a little bit shaky to the upside at that point. So if you haven't gotten filled yet, I'd get out where you can. There was a lot of stops that got filled there. Now, we actually got filled a little bit better, so it was actually 108. We got 2 ticks better on that one. But outside of that, that's going to be the trade for today. So if you have any questions about it, feel free to send an email to School of Trade. Don't forget to check out our trial at schooloftrade.com. And as always, we'll catch you next time.